Alright, I'm indeed curious now as to how Chaemiko is going to play this. Because I feel like on Secret Valley you kind of have to go for Mountain King. But at the same time I guess Archmage is really also not that bad, it's definitely viable. Maybe also better depending on your playstyle. So it's gonna be interesting how that's gonna work out. It's a round of 8 still, so it's still best of 1. And Chaemiko playing against Havoline. The winner of this will play against Foggy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the winner of this will play against Foggy. Havoline going for that early DK, late Crypt, and also Acolyte Scout. It's actually quite interesting. So he builds 5 Acolytes before building the Crypt. So it's more about getting gold early and the Crypt a bit later, which means the slumber economy is going to be a little bit worse. But in return he has enough gold to buy Rough Necromancy right away. Well, he would have anyway actually, because he doesn't need dust like he does against Nalov. It's actually Archmage for Chaemiko. I'm really curious as to how that's going to work out for him now. Graveyard already, so it's maybe going to be a late tag. And a lot of Fiends early, although I think it's more likely that he will tag early on and then get Fiends during the tag, then maybe go for tier 2 Meat Wagon push, or tier 3 Meat Wagon push, or tier 3 Destroyer push, or no push at all, and instead probably Destroyers and Creeping. We'll have to see what he wants to go for. Probably also depends a little bit on how his early game works out. Acolyte Scout is here, so he will try to block the Archmage probably from reaching the creep to buy some more time. A Footman Scout is already coming in as well, so it will force Havoline to get a Nerubian Tower. And Havoline is not building another Sigurd, so I think he's just gonna attack as soon as he can, get a Crypt Fiend and then build his second Sigurd. I think Chaemiko might be cheating somehow. How? That sounds weird. Like, the guy that just said it, like, Starshape played against Chaemiko before this game. Oh, I see. Okay, he's just trolling. I play versus my mate Miss. Huntress isn't lost, doesn't make any sense. Oh damn. Starshape in this mess sense. Anyway, Havoline going for the rest now. Gets 2 peasants with 2 coils. There's the Arcane Tower now. He wants another coil and another peasant. There we go. Gets 4 peasants in total. We'll get a 5th one maybe. If okay, Chaemiko micros away nicely. There we go. And Havoline behind all of this. Got the Nerubian Tower. Footman is in quite some trouble. He will maybe die? Nope, he will actually not. He might still die if he doesn't micro him properly. He might actually die to the DK. Chaemiko actually is aware of that the DK is coming because he chased him a little bit, so he sends a Footman the other way around. Havoline sees this though, so he's gonna run around here as well. And try to pick that Footman off with probably 1 auto attack should be enough. We'll have to see, there we go, 1 auto attack and he's gone. While Chaemiko is just still creeping this, and Havoline knows that he doesn't have to be at that expansion spot right now, because there's nothing happening here. He killed 4 peasants, which is quite a lot. Chaemiko still has quite a nice lumber count, and also quite some footmen, but he's delaying the expansion creep because first of all he wants to get this, so he definitely gets level 3 here unless Havoline steals the big Augur Magi, which should never happen if Chaemiko micros really well. Which he should, hopefully. And also, as I said, Havoline got that 1 Fiend, got the tag, and the second Sigurd right now. He's at 19 out of 20 because he lost a Scout Acolyte. And Chaemiko wants to get this now. He will get his level 3 unless Havoline really steals quite some creeps. And Chaemiko is actually keeping him busy here with additional militia. It's really quite awesome from Chaemiko because now he can creep that spot without any troubles really. Because if Havoline would have moved down here, he would have taken down from the militia all the time, and this is beautifully done by Chaemiko. This is really awesome. Really good items for Chaemiko as well. A lot of mana. Loses 1 peasant in process, maybe he lost 2. I think he lost 2, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he lost 2 because Havoline just gets skeletons out of that. But still, that's really good. I mean, he would have lost a lot more if he would have gotten creep checked here. And now he can instantly get his Town Hall because it's level 2 DK now, so he has that Unholy Aura, so he can run away and also regenerate some HP. He can also regenerate HP at the healing fountain. There's a Fiend coming now, Lich as well. He's at 30 supply now, getting backpacked as well. And sending his second Fiend down here to check. Or maybe rest a little bit, but he really can't do so much here with that Fiend. It's just gonna lose a lot of HP. I'm not sure if Chaemiko already has Defend. Looking at his Slumber count and with him having pulled all of his Slumber Militia, I think he doesn't have Defend yet. Although I'm not sure, he might still have it. Gets the Darkin Tower now and gets his Town Hall up really quite early, which is really awesome for him. While Havoline is getting his Slaughterhouse. Only has 3 Fiends, I believe. Yeah, only has 3 Fiends. And is staying on tier 2 for now. He doesn't even have the lumber to attack. And Chaemiko is in a really nice spot, I would say. I hope it's not too loud outside. That was probably loud, I don't know. It was something like driving across the street, like outside of my window. Anyway, Chaemiko doesn't really want to waste any time. Still goes for some creeping because he knows that Havoline probably won't push all too early. And if he pushes early, he won't be able to do so much. But Havoline, in fact, is pushing early and also getting his tier 3 tag, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Gets his tier 3 tag and a statue. Is too late to cancel the Arcane Tower though. And he has no skeleton, so he can't do all too much here. So I think it's worth it for Chaemiko to have grabbed this. Gets a big invul pot, which is not too bad, it's fine. And so far he's just getting more workers. He still wants to keep this secure. He's also getting Defend just in time. And Havoline won't be able to do so much here. He has no coil, he has 1 Nova against so many Defend Footmen and Archmage with Mantle and Gloves of Haste. Don't think that he will be able to do so much here. He had a lot of Necromancy on his Lich actually. And he used that one now. He could still pick off those 2 low HP Peasants, but doesn't actually do it. He could have done it with the Skeletons or 1 or 2 Fiends, but never mind. Now Chaemiko though has the boots on his Archmage, he bought them at the shop. So he wants that Fiend, and there comes a block from a statue. Can he keep it alive though? Nope. He doesn't get the block anymore. Now he gets the block again. Actually, Chaemiko didn't run far enough from the statue. Havoline maybe loses another Fiend here. Loses the Fiend to the chase. And this Fiend is in quite some trouble as well. There's a Footman here. That Footman can pick it off. Never mind, the Archmage is gonna do it. Fiend dies, and another Fiend is dead. That's level 4 for the Archmage. 3 Fiends dead, and Havoline is not happy with this. He's having a horrible time here. Chaemiko is in a beautiful spot. His tech almost 1/4 done already. Just getting his tech up, building towers now during his tech. And is in a wonderful position here. Getting a 3 Fiend so easily, level 4 Archmage, that's really, really good. Because he has 2 Water Mantles out on the field now, it just lets them chase the Obsidian City, so they have to run away. They can't regenerate HP and mana during the fight if they have to run away. And if they don't run away, they take a lot of damage, which Havoline can't just coil. Like, he can't coil anyway, he's out of mana. But he has to get Acolytes to actually heal up those statues. They also can't heal up at healing front, of course. No more spells for DK or Lich, and all of those low HP footmen will actually survive. Havoline tries to desperately cancel that shop. Still goes up though, but Chaemiko is out of inventory slots, but keeps the shop alive anyway, so it's fine. Sells the Gloves of Haste, so he has 1 free inventory slot. Even pulls Militia to make sure that Havoline can't do much more here. He's now getting Clarity and healing everything up. Didn't lose many footmen at all, while he killed a lot of the undead. And Chaemiko's in a beautiful spot. While Havoline wants to try to go for a Destroyer push, although I'm not sure if that's gonna work out so well, because he invested a lot into Fiends. He still has 2, which means he at least had 5. I'm not sure if he lost a 4th one or not. And Chaemiko also blocking this off with a Blacksmith. Now, with having gone for so many Fiends in the kind of a late tech, I don't think that that Destroyer push is still gonna do enough. Although he already has 3 statues, but still. He got another Fiend as well. Got it surrounded actually. Oh damn, Chaemiko is having a beautiful game here. While Havoline is really crumbling like hell. And Chaemiko on tier 2 now, only now getting towers in his main base because he just had such an easy time defending. But can he still defend against the destroyers in time? Destroyer upgrade is already ready and the first destroyer is in the air. So it could still get a little bit dicey for Chaemiko here. I'm curious as to how he's gonna defend against this. He is not building the blacksmith anymore, he cancelled building that one. And his Archmage has to be quite careful, he got nuked, but that Lich is dead. He got the Lich in return and gets us around on the DK, that's beautiful, but the DK will be able to get out of there. Almost has a coil. One more thing from the statue, there's the coil now, but it's only a one coil. It's not enough to finish the Archmage off. The coil would have only dealt around 70 damage, while Chaemiko, beautiful micro, gets another Fiend. Archmage has to be careful. Destroyer can double dispel this, but actually killed the one here, and this was probably on cooldown still. Finally the level 3 for the DK, but 38 supply against 47. Chaemiko going for tier 3, he only has 3 towers here. He's not even scared of the destroyer push, it seems. He's just like, I'm fine. I have a few towers, that's good enough. I'm just doing a good enough job at defending everything else. And it seems like he's confident in being able to defend this even if Chaemiko breaks all the towers. He gets his blacksmith up now, and now he definitely wants it one quickly because he needs the workshops to get some gyros to help defending this, I think. Because I think pretty much the only way Chaemiko is still gonna lose is by completely getting his base destroyed by destroyers. Although it's quite unlikely to happen at this point. Havoline has to call the Fiend. Wants to go for the Archmage. Lich is coming back again with one Nova and the Orb of Corruption. So he can maybe do something there, but there's still the big invul pod. And Chaemiko wants to contest this spot here. There we go, there's the nuke, there's the invul pod. Keeps the Archmage alive. But he won't get the Auger Magi. Has to abandon that and gift it over to Havoline. Which is quite nice for Havoline, but is it good enough at this point? That's a question. Chaemiko getting more towers in his main base as well. I guess he's pretty safe against this destroyer push. Only one masonry upgrade so far, the second one is coming quite soon though. And MK is already here as well, searching for some creeps and wants to get some beautiful items from the shop. There we go, got the invul pod. Archmage is just healing up here. And Havoline now wants to go for this destroyer push. This is pretty much one of the most important parts of this game now, I guess. His Sigurd is not ready in time though, so he can't morph those two destroyers here as well. And that really kinda sucks for him. But I think he will be able to break this base. Although I'm not sure, with 4 destroyers, Chaemiko is keeping him busy a little bit with this footman here. Only 3 guard towers left in a second. He lost 1 destroyer already though, there's no coil from the DK. And Chaemiko is doing a nice job at focusing those destroyers with his towers. There's a 4th destroyer now though, he morphed another statue, which means he also has more mana on his destroyers. He actually doesn't, he didn't get the mana from the statue, which is quite a mistake I guess. Now he got the mana from the Water Elemental Dispel though, but it's not much, he doesn't have any orb shots anymore. He can still get mana from this one statue here, and can maybe break those towers, but it's looking quite grim right now. And there's already gyros coming, so Chaemiko is actually fine. His timing is good enough, he will get the gyros in time, so even if Havoline should break this, Chaemiko would still be okay. I guess Havoline realizes it and just wants to get this footman, he wants to get some XP on the zeros, because he has to at least get better hero levels than his opponent to still have a good chance in this game. Knight's already coming, long rifles upgrade, I guess that's a misclick. I guess he wanted to get the Knight HP upgrade instead. No upgrade so far for his units except for 1-0 for his gyros. And there's a web coming for Havoline. Havoline has to switch into a few more fiends again. If he only goes to destroyers, there's just gonna be mass gyros and then he's gonna have a bad time. Triple workshop, he has an easy time getting enough gyros. Moves in here now without the flag cannon upgrade, so he only kills 1 destroyer at a time, but he still easily wins this fight, so he can easily take it. It's worth it for him. Chaemiko already broke upkeep while Havoline is in no upkeep and just creeping happily. Trying to get an expansion up, I think that's a little bit too ambitious for him at this point. Maybe it's kind of a desperate move to try to somehow get back into this game if he manages to get this up. But there's no way he gets this up if Chaemiko actually scouts it. Maybe Havoline actually wants to abuse the fact that Chaemiko wants to now creep first and push that expansion later. So actually he has time to get the expansion up. But still, I don't really see this working out for him. And there we go, there's the animal war training. No long rifles upgrade, I guess. And indeed was a misclick, there's no good reason for him to go into rifles at this point. And now it's just gonna take the spot. Beautifully done. Moves the water metal here, so the melee units attack the water metal. And attacks first with the footmen, so the burst damage units attack the footmen. And since they have defend, those burst damage units are basically not doing much at all now. Although his Robo Circle now is actually focusing on water metal. Guess it's quite unfortunate for Chaemiko, but it's still fine. Havoline got the Scourge Bone Chimes from the dragon here. Which is actually quite horrible for him. He's maybe just gonna sell it. Gets that gold mine up without any acolytes so far, because he also himself expected to not be able to get it up, I guess. And he's actually getting a meat wagon now. That's really weird. I guess he wants to get a meat wagon to try to siege Chaemiko's second expansion, because he's probably expecting it, and Chaemiko will go for that at some point.
Player's forces are under attack.
But with going for a meat wagon now, he's never gonna win a fight against the human army, I think.
The town is under siege.
I mean, hero levels are not so nice for Chaemiko yet. If he gets double level 3 on the second and third hero, is basically GG with in how good of a spot he is right now. Goes to the gold mine straight away. He has the Staff of Sanctuary for his Paladin. And the Pen of Energy does quite some work as well. There's the Silence on Paladin though, and focuses the Archmage to try to force him to TP out. It's not in time though, loses the gold mine. That's everything Chaemiko wanted to achieve here. And Havoline is in a horrible spot, 53 supply. He's in upkeep, not getting anywhere against right now. He actually has a meat wagon against tank lame, never mind. That's why he got it, not to try to siege, but to defend his space against tanks. But Chaemiko isn't even going for those, he's just starting to get his knight upgrades now, getting more knights, and even a lot more gyros as well, even though there's only one destroyer. He just wants to make sure that there's no possibility for Havoline to ever have any air units, really, I guess. Knights will have 1-1, while the gyros have 1-1 as well. And Chaemiko actually lagging right now, that's quite unfortunate if he would drop out. He dropped out, no way. I'll quickly save this here. He dropped out. We'll have to see if it's gonna be a regame or not. Probably not, I would say, like Chaemiko was too far ahead, but maybe it's still gonna be a regame, we'll have to see.